Hello, everybody. Anna Morales here again, and welcome to my first game review ever. 3 weeks ago, I asked you guys of which game review should I do first, whether it be Sea of Thieves or Sonic Superstars. And since Sonic Superstars had the most votes in total, that's the game I'll be reviewing today. Now then, here we go with the game review. There are two main antagonists in this game. One is called Dr. Eggman, an antagonist, of course, and another antagonist that you don't see that often, named Fang, who often steals your Chaos Emeralds. And there are 11 different zones in the game. The first one you have to do is Bridge Island Zone. The next one is Speed Jungle. Then next comes Sky Temple, Pinball Carnival, Lagoon City, Sand Sanctuary, Press Factory, and Golden Capital. I also think that the boss battles are fun to play and are quite challenging, except maybe the Dr. Eggman ones, because the higher you go with each level and the more zones you pass, the harder they get. But they're still fun to play. The hardest one, in my opinion, is definitely the final one, because there are so many things you have to do in order to defeat him. I also like with the beginning and ending cutscenes, they have a good animation which gives you a 90s feeling, like those Sonic cartoons with Sonic the Hedgehog and Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm sure you know what I mean. And I think the music is catchy and memorable. One thing I would like to mention is that some of the bosses couldn't be that hard. It's mostly Dr. Eggman, because there are many hard ways you have to defeat him, and when you first try to beat him, it seems almost impossible. But once you figure out how to do it, you'll get the hang of it. And in each stage in different zones, you have a chance of getting a Chaos Emerald. But you have to be very quick in getting them, otherwise, you can't get those emeralds. But they have good power abilities. Like the blue emerald is the avatar one, which can produce clones to attack all at once. The red emerald can shoot the player in a direction in mid-air. The light blue emerald is the water one, which allows the players to travel more easily on water. The green emerald is the ivy one, which grows vines to reach in high areas. The purple is the vision one, which reaches hidden platforms and items. The yellow emerald is the slow one, which slows everything on the screen for better reactions. And the white emerald is an extra one. It gives you an extra move depending on which character you're playing. I also like the four kind of characters you can play: Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy. And I like how you can switch Tails, Amy, and Knuckles into their Lego forms, while with Sonic you can change from him to a rabbit, which I thought was pretty cute. And I also like the abilities they have that are different from each other. Like Sonic can run super fast. Tails can fly up so you don't have to use any platforms. Knuckles kind of has the same thing too, except he can climb. And I like Amy for her double jump instead of a regular jump, especially how she has her hammer when you spin in a wheel. Another thing I like about the game is the animation. While in the trailer it shows the old animation from the 90s until it goes on to the modern one, I still think that the animation is cool overall. And shortly after you beat the main story game, there's also another story to it. But I haven't done that right now, but from the looks of it, it's interesting. I like the spikes you use that you can climb those walls. I like that because it's a similar way how Knuckles does it. But that's not important for me right now because I want to focus on the main story. When it comes to the zones, my favorite is, of course, for me, Cyber Station because the background looks so cool, and shortly after you enter the stages, it looks like you're in the video game, and with the squares, they have 8-bit animation, which reminds me of the Mario animation back in the 80s. And my favorite character to play in the whole game is Amy, surprisingly for me, mainly because of her double jump. Don't get me wrong, all the other characters are good too, and they have good abilities, but I like Amy better because her double jump definitely comes in handy, even with Tails having two tails to fly, Knuckles having the ability to climb on walls, and Sonic's super fast speed, but I still think Amy is the best character of them all. Overall, this game is great and fantastic to play. If you're a Sonic fan and want to play something that's just like the old Sonic games back in the 90s, I definitely recommend you play it. Well, that was my Sonic Superstars review. I hope you liked it. Let me know in the comments on your thoughts on this game. Do you enjoy it like I do? Do you think it's okay? Or do you not like it? And if you don't like it, that's okay with me. But I'm sure many of you will like it too, because I heard good things about this game. Anyway, see you in the next video. Bye bye.